how to survive any crisis. When life puts you down, how to get back up. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 specific steps on how to get out of any crisis or any difficult situation in life. Most people don't fail in crisis because of the problem. Most people fail because they don't know what to do when their life suddenly falls apart. Relationship crisis, financial crisis, big loss, disappointment, anything. This has worked for people who had every reason to give up. This has worked for me. This is a principle and they will definitely work for you. This video is not for everybody. I came specifically for people going through difficult times in their life. As I always do, let me give you a background story. 2 Kings chapter 4 from verse 8. There was this rich woman, a Shunammite woman. She had a husband, and this was the time of Prophet Elisha. This woman had the same story as Sarah in the Bible. Her husband was old, she was also old, and she had no child. Right? But they were rich. She occasionally invited Elisha to her home to just come and eat. But one day she told her husband, you see, this man that we always accommodate here, I think he is a man of God. So let's build one room on top of our house, right, for him, so that when he comes, he can rest. And the husband said, okay, we can do it. So they did that. So the next time Elisha came, they hosted him. Elisha slept in the room that they built for him. Then Elisha found out with his servant that this woman is barren. There's no child in this house. So let's bless her. And Elisha prophesied into the woman's life that a year by this time you are going to have a child. A year after that, the woman gave birth. A point in their life, the husband went to work with the child and the child fell sick. So the husband asked one of his servants to take the child back to his mother at home. When the child was with his mom, he died. Somebody who has been barren for all her life. This one child that God has blessed her with, this child is gone. This was a big blow. Do you know what the woman did to come out of this? Listen, 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 21. She went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, then shut the door and went out. She called her husband and said, please send me one of the servants and a donkey so I can go to the man of God quickly and return. Immediately she found out that the child was dead. She went to the room that they built for Elisha and placed the child on the bed and she locked it. She went out and called her husband that give me one car. Then they were using donkeys. Today they are using car. Give me one car. I want to go and see the man of God. The man of God saw, Elisha saw that the woman was coming. So Elisha sent his servant, Gehazi, to go and meet the woman halfway and ask her, what is the problem? My prophet said I should come and ask you, what is the problem? Is everything okay? The woman said, everything is okay. I don't have any problem. Until the woman came and met the prophet himself, told him everything that has happened. The prophet went with the woman back to the house and raised the child up. So by the time the husband closed from work and got home, nothing was wrong. Looking at what the woman did from the beginning of her crisis to the end, there are some lessons I want you to take home. And this is the 5 steps of getting out of any crisis. And I dare you to challenge me. Go and read any book you want to read. Summarize it. Tell me what the book is telling you on how to get out of any crisis. You'll find it here. The first step of getting out of any crisis is to first understand what the problem is and find out whether you have a solution to it. Understanding the problem will let you know how to seek solution. Finding out whether you have a solution or not will help you to know whether you have to go out to look for the solution or you have to check inside you to look for the solution. The woman understood that the problem she is currently facing is a death problem, and she again realized that the solution she is looking for is not from her. And so, do you know what she did? She went to place the boy on the bed of the man who had the solution, right? So, that's the first step. Understand what you are going through, gain clarity on what you are going through. That will first clear every confusion you have. Then, find out whether you have the solution of the problem you are facing or not. And most of the time, you don't have the solution. So it will take you to the next step. Do not publicize it immediately. Do not publicize the problem immediately. When the woman found out that this is what has happened, she shut the door. She didn't even tell the husband that this is what has happened because the husband was out there working with his servant in a public space. If the woman had shouted that, hey, our boy is dead, oh, our boy is the problem, oh, and the man had also responded in a panic mode, everybody around them would have heard that this is what they are going through and they will start talking. And when you publicize your problem immediately after crisis, there are 2 main things that happen. We live in a world where majority of the people are quick to give you advice, even when they don't understand your situation. So this one will be bringing this advice A, another person will be bringing advice B, the next person will be bringing advice C. You have so many things going in your mind and it creates confusion. So that's the first reason why you don't have to publicize your problem immediately. The second reason is a lot of people will exaggerate your problem for you. I'm telling you. They start telling you, hey, one of my guys went through the same thing. That's how he committed suicide. Oh, hey, that's how this one. Then they start exaggerating it to make the problem look big. That's how human beings are. So when you don't publicize the problem you are going through immediately, it saves you from all this drama. It calms you down. The third step, ask yourself, who has the solution to this problem I'm going through? Who really can help me get out of this problem I'm going through? When the woman found out that the one who had the solution was the prophet Elisha, she didn't bother again. She didn't talk to anybody. She didn't waste her time on anybody. Even when she was going to see the prophet's own servant, Gehazi, came to ask her, is there any problem? She said, no, there's no problem. She went straight to the man who had his solution. So ask yourself, this financial crisis that I'm in right now, which people can actually help me? This relationship problem I am in now, this difficult situation, I don't know which situation you are in now. Ask yourself, who actually can help me get out of this mess? Find that person. Then when you find that person, you go to the fourth step, act quickly without panic. When you find out that my solution is here, act quickly, because the more time you waste, the more serious your problem becomes, right? When the woman found out that the solution to her problem was from Elisha, she quickly ran. She asked the husband to give me a car, give me a donkey, I am going. No time to waste. Then the fifth step, refuse any distraction. When you finally get the solution that will get you out from the crisis you are in, most of the time it involves taking some steps. It involves taking some actions. Be focused on that and remove any form of distractions. They are going to give you some advice. They are going to give you some steps to follow. When they give you that, remove any other distractions. Focus on what you've been given and go ahead with that, right? So remove any distractions. These are the 5 steps to get out of any crisis or any difficult situation you are facing in life. I pray God helps you and get you out of any difficult situation you are facing in life. Amen. This is what I came to tell you.